Okay.
Turn your main power on, and then turn your power on here.
Okay.
The machine's going to come up. It's going to do its own internal checks and stuff. You're waiting until you have a top dead center and an NC ready light on. Once you have those two on, the machine's ready to calibrate, reference, zero it, home it, however you want to name it, because the Amada's changed their terminology over the years. So if it's already at its home position, and our mode switch is already in the retract mode, which is that first digit, you can just hit the, watch your arm, hit this button. It's going to jog it out and back, and it's going to come up to your position screen. This is what you're normally looking at.
This is the machine finding out where everything's at. Right,
you're calibrating the machine. Once you've got all these green lights here, then you'll be able to run the machine, run programs. Alright, now you're ready to run programs. So, manual mode is to physically move the tables, or with the buttons back there you can rotate the turret. MDI mode is manual data input, and that's used in the command with the next block, and that's where you can tell it to do one block of information at a time. So you can tell it to go to 10 inches in the x-axis, and it's going to go out there, and then I can tell it to rotate the turret, I can tell the y-axis to move, and I could actually punch a hole in this mode if I wanted to. But it's only one block of information at a time. And then I can bring the machine back home. So that'll reference is here. Tape mode is if you were to run a paper tape, which you're not going to do. Memory mode with the program is to run whatever you have in the control itself, or you could download programs in memory mode or in edit mode. You can download programs from the PC in either mode. So once you got here, you can run that program just by going there and then hitting start on any of the different locations.
Okay.
But for this mode switch, you go to diagnostic, look at number 51, and in this bit 0 location, if you look in the manual, it's labeled 0 through 7. So in the bit 0 location, we have to have a number 1 in order for this retract to work. Otherwise, what you have to do is this switch has to be replaced.
Okay.
And it's numbered 1 through 12 or whatever. So once you pull the knob off, you can pull this switch out and put a new switch in and change it one wire at a time, so you don't mix anything up.
Okay.
Now, normally all of these are going to have a light in them. Alright, the optional stop is going to be on when it buttons in, and that's going to happen or only going to operate when it reads an M00 in the program. The block skip is when it sees this in the program. But your turret, your punch on and off, and your punch cycle should be on all the time. If you want to dry run the machine, then you would turn your punch off and it would cycle around without physically hitting the tools.
Okay.
But otherwise that has to be on.
For the tools to work.
For the punch part, yes. Program check is to physically go through a program and tell you if you typed something in wrong, over traveling the machine, wrong number, decimal places, wrong letter, or whatever. The strip miss should be on, and that's for the tooling. So if the tools stick down in the material, it's going to stop the machine rather than ripping the material out of the clamps or wrinkling it up. So normally this should be on. And a lot of people run it without it being on. But it's just to keep the machine from pulling the material out of the clamps if the punch sticks.
Right. Rick, my problem is that he's talking and we're not going to be able to hear him.
Why can't you? This has volume. It has sound too.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just, you got a lot of information here.
Yeah.
Yep. No, there's
So
sound on here too.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can probably stop it and give yourself another video or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying that while he's talking, we would shut the machine down. That's what I'm saying.
So,
Okay.
but that's your basic. So, you know, from there, all your parts are going to run from this point. This is 0, 0. So if you're programming it, you know, this is going to be where your corner of your card is. So if you're looking at your print, you're standing like this when you look at your print down the machine.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But our problem was the stop button was pushed in.
And line 51.
And line
So
50.
That's a switch.
After we got this going, this is a problem. But the original problem was this button.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool.